Alright, I believe we are back. Welcome back to another live stream over here on SCS Combat. Tonight we're here for Misfits Mania and in specific the co-main event, which is about to start, which might be why I sound a bit heavy on breath. Because I had to rush for this one. It was a very quick turnaround, which I did not see coming at all. But the boat, Tony Ferguson is back. And he's taking on Warren Spencer. Now, shall Tony Ferguson win this one, he will become the undisputed Misfits champion, and it will be a very good moment. So let's see it happen. Come on. This one's boxing. Obviously, last time out for Warren Spencer and MMA, it didn't go too well. But we're about to get started. Let's go. Tony Ferguson, come on. We are here for Tony Ferguson. El Kukui, let's see it, man. Come on. Obviously, coming off a great stoppage victory over Sal Pappy, where he just wore him down over those rounds. So. And obviously ended up getting the stoppage, which was a huge moment for him. Let's go. Round one is about to get underway. Come on, lads. Round one underway. Let's go, Tony Ferguson. Tony starts off on the jab. They're both trading jabs. Nice jab to the body from Tony. Panicking for this one, to be honest. Jab from Spencer, but nice jab from Tony. They're kind of just trading jabs at the moment. Double jab from both fighters. Right hand from Tony. Good body shot from Tony. Nice hook. Maybe he needs to not. I mean, he's fainter a bit. Nice 1-2 to the body from Tony. That was simple, but it was effective. Very good shot. Jab from Tony. I'm hoping to see some of the same where he just wears his opponent down over the rounds and gets the stoppage or puts on a dominant performance. But doing good so far. And obviously now he'll have more time to have like settled into the boxing style and just training boxing, stuff like that. So we'll see how he does. If you can't tell, I'm panicking like. Just a bit. Tony switched stances. Nice right from both fighters, or left. Nice 1-2 from Tony. Warren's just kind of on the back foot. I think he might just be waiting for a counter at the moment, but Tony's definitely outlanding him on that jab. Triple jab there from Tony. Oh, nice shot from Tony Ferguson. Come on. And hard hitting, as we know, was able to stop Salt Pappy. Even poured it on. Combination and got him out of there. Defense from Tony there. Nice job though from Warren Spencer. And again, Tony returns though. Looking for that backhand at the moment. Nice over the top from Tony. I mean, Warren's fighting with his hands down and reaching out with that jab, so that shot will be there as Warren Spencer lands a body shot. Nice jab again from Tony. That's what it's about, breaking him down, get that nose bleeding, get some damage done, and then really make him feel what it's like to be in there with Tony Ferguson. That's when they start to trouble and fall apart. That's what I need to see. Good defense from Tony. Nice. The right hand misses, but I think the hook behind it landed. Nice hook from Tony though in return. Jab. Jab's on point from Tony and I can't miss, so I love to see him just keep using that because it's a free punch technically here. Double jab misses in return from Warren Spencer. Good hand move from Tony and jab counter. Nice. Let's go Al Kukui. Reddening on the nose and the face already of Warren Spencer. Maybe you'd like to see those hands a bit higher, but let's go Tony Ferguson. That jab is on point this round. Nice uppercut left hook from Tony Ferguson. What a way to end the round. Uppercut left hook. What a shot. I have to literally just... Okay, I just pulled the sofa over with me. Right. N9 Ferguson, man. There's no hashtag for this card, it's annoying me. I mean, if he just keeps going with that jab like that, he could win this fight alone with using that. But let's go. Really, really sharp jab that round from Tony. Like to see that again. What are we saying here? 2 concurrent, nice. We go again. Get move from there from Tony. A wee bit of an alley shuffle from Tony, who's getting into the flow here. Nice double jab from Tony Ferguson. Right hand behind that could really have some success. You know, his hands for Warren Spencer are down. It's really waiting to be hit there. Nice job. What a shot, Tony. Jab to the body now from Tony Ferguson. Warren returns in that one. And you know, despite that boxing performance, or no, that MMA performance, sorry, Warren Spencer did have a couple of good boxing fights before it. Showed some skills in there. As Tony Ferguson lands another jab. Tripling up on it now, 4-5. Oh. I mean, the reddening on the face of Warren Spencer is showing already, and that is due to that jab. Has had a large impact in this fight so far, and a nice right hook to the body from Tony as he goes to jab with that now. Jab to the body. If you're new to here, subscribe. We do live streams, prediction videos, all sorts of stuff. We were live last night for Joshua Paul as well. Warren Spencer returns a couple of punches here. Just about misses a nice right hand. Nice 1-2 though from Tony, and that one might have stunned Warren. Nice 1-2 to the body. Hard to tell because Warren Spencer's just walking back. He looks like Dylan Dennis. Oh, huge shots from Tony Ferguson. And Warren Spencer is hurt and he's holding on here as Tony Ferguson batters him in the clinch. Warren Spencer can't be complaining about back of the head when you're holding his arm and spinning around. You're in here with an animal, mate. So you do not have the right. Tony Ferguson has him hurt. Referee, what are you doing just because he's complaining? This is not fair, right? Like, the referee let them fight on. This guy's still complaining, and then the referee separates it again. He's hurt, ref. He's been hurt. Let's go, Tony. Big uppercut and a right hook, I think it was. Forget about back of the head, man. You're in here with Tony Ferguson. Front of the head, you were getting hurt anyways, mate. Nice job from Tony. That jab is money. Nice uppercut, though, from Warren Spencer. Tony Ferguson's closing in on him again, and down goes Warren Spencer. As Tony Ferguson stands over him and shouts in his face. Warren Spencer cannot be complaining about back of the head whenever he is the one ducking down. Apologies if that was loud, but don't be stupid. Being like, oh yeah, I'm going to duck down so you can hit me in the back of the head and then complain when you hit me there. Go on, Tony. Pacing back and forth. Tony Ferguson is out for blood tonight, and he is going to get it. As that is a 10-8 round for Tony Ferguson, I think. Let's go. I think that's I don't think that is a knockdown. 1-2 from Tony. Hurts him. Uppercut. Uppercut. Right hook. Jab. That was before. Then a right hook. I want to see this knockdown. Tony goes in and then lands a nice right hand on the side of the head, and that puts Warren Spencer down behind the ear. Wasn't aiding the back of the head. Right behind the ear. Perfect shot. Let's go. Round 3 underway. His jab, right hand, and Warren Spencer's hurt again. He's unloading though as well. I did not ask for that. Huge shots going in now from Tony Ferguson. Nice jab again from Tony. Jab again from Tony. Hooks now from Tony Ferguson, who's hurting Warren Spencer against the ropes here. Right hand from Tony in the clinch. We already know how comfortable he's going to be in the clinch. Jab from Tony. That is on point all night. Oh, we sidestep right hook. Warren Spencer's throwing back now though. Nice 1-2 from Tony Ferguson. Jab. Uppercut from Tony now. Jab from Tony again. Right hand from Tony. He misses another one to the body. Nice hook from Tony. Jab. Perfect. Snaps the head back of Warren Spencer. And that one might have hurt him as the right hook lands. Nice 1-2 though from Spencer. Jab from both fighters. Nice job from Tony Ferguson as a right hand miss from Warren Spencer. Hook now from Ferguson. Right, left hook, right hand from Tony Ferguson. That one hurts Warren Spencer. Hands up, Tony. Come on, man. Jab. Oh, big right hand for Spencer, and Ferguson returns. This is a great fight. Oh, huge 1-2 left hook for Tony Ferguson. Now he's ripping to the body. Combinations in the corner. Come on. 30 seconds left to go. Can he finish it off? Warren Spencer lands back though. He's not going down without a fight. Huge uppercut from him, but he's hurt. A right hook from Tony, and again, and again. Body shots now. Huge overhand miss from Warren Spencer. Jab from Tony, and that one here knocks the mouth guard out. Right hand. Tony spins in a circle. I don't know what that was. Warren Spencer might have got lucky there. He didn't get hit with a spinning elbow. Let's go. Tony Ferguson and Warren Spencer is looking like a man that doesn't want to go back out in that corner. Tony Ferguson is all over him here. See here in the replay. Ducks down. Jab. 1-2. Huge flush as it comes. Left hook behind it. And those hurt Warren Spencer. You're right, man. Let's go, Tony. He's up 3-0 right now. And he got a knockdown in the last round. Your man ducked down and then Tony hit him in the back of the head. Or he didn't hit him in the back of the head. He hit him on the ear. Like behind the ear. And your guy was complaining it was a knockdown. Or back of the head. Even though he ducked down anyways. And it wasn't even back of the head. Round 4 underway. Let's see the finish for Tony Ferguson in this round. One big shot and combination, he could put him down, and that could be it. Nice job though from Spencer. Wasn't back of the head. Oh, huge hook though from Spencer. Nice job though from Tony. Gorilla knockdown. Jab. Oh, right hand from Spencer though. Tony does fight with his hands down, like chest level. But fairly hard hitting in boxing as well. Jab from Tony Ferguson. Jab again from Tony Ferguson. Warren Spencer misses a huge left hook. Jake Paul's in hospital, I think. 1-2 though from Tony Ferguson. Oh, body shot from Tony. Nice. Jab again. I'm not even joking. Kearney's literally been pinging him square on the nose with a jab from round one. Nice right hand though. Oh, counter right hand for Tony Ferguson. Yeah, like he's hit him with that jab every time he stirred near enough. Your man's complaining like mental. Right hook from Tony Ferguson. 1-2 down the pipe. Clean on the chin. Jab from Ferguson. And again. Hook now. 1-2 from Ferguson. Great body shot in return from Spencer, who believes he might have hurt Tony Ferguson there, but he's not going to get anything from it as he comes crashing in through the ropes. Near enough. Where this referee is so not so confused, this guy. Yeah, I think he does. He's hurt him a lot. He's knocked him down. I think he could knock him down again, or if he gets him on the ropes and lands a combination. Your man's going to the body now. He did land a really nice right hand, like. He stopped the last bit. He fought in boxing as well. His right hand over the top from Warren Spencer. Jab from Tony, though. He's busted up that face all night with that jab, man. Warren Spencer's coming in, but misses a lot of the punches. 1-2 from Tony Ferguson. Good body shot from Warren Spencer. Tony Ferguson might have hit him with something. Not gonna lie, this is another round for Tony Ferguson, I think. Closer round, like your man actually started fighting in that round. Round 4, that was. Tony Ferguson's just peppering him all day with that jab. You got anything Warren Spencer throws is usually like a big looping shot. Tony Ferguson just interrupts that with the jab down the pipe, and it works. Interrupts the whole flow, like. Warren Spencer resting on those ropes. Round 3 underway, or round 5 underway. This is the 5th and final round, by the way. Misfits boxing. Are going to mess up my timers, so they are, firstly, but secondly, they do 5-round fights instead of 6-round fights. This is for the belt. So let's see it. And they do it because it obviously takes away the likeliness of a draw. I believe that if Tony Ferguson does win this round or get a knockout, even if he loses this round, he's already won, in my opinion. But as long as he's on next, Kieran. So shouldn't be too long. It's the last round, and then I thought I would have had plenty of time to set this up, and it was actually like 10 minutes at most after the last fight ended. So it was a quick turnaround into this one. Huge right hand from Warren Spencer lands. Tony Ferguson just walking forward. I do believe that this could possibly be the first time Tony Ferguson might get his hands on an undisputed title. Obviously, we know huge interim champion in the UFC and was interim champion when he won the Misfits title. Will he get it? It's on Rumble. It's impossible to find, firstly. Secondly, you have to pay 30 quid or 22 quid, I think. Oh, are we spitting our gum shield out now, or is that our tooth? Yeah. Minute and 20 left to go, and again that jab all night from Tony Ferguson. Left hook now from Ferguson. And again, keep peppering that jab. Job again from Ferguson, I think. And hand fighting. Oh, counter right hand. It actually shows good footwork, you know, when your man, like, he can go in, then get out and just avoid Spencer's attacks. Because he unloads a combination here and a great body shot again from Spencer. He finds those in there, but Tony Ferguson still going with, oh, double jab right hand. That was nice. We jab, hook, right hand. Tony Ferguson, man, he's actually good. Down goes Warren Spencer again. That wasn't a knockdown, like he just fell over. 15 seconds left to go. Will it happen? Oh, huge right hand. Spencer just misses. Oh, and a huge 1-2 for Tony Ferguson. He's gone. He's gone. Well, Spencer's hurt. He's going to go down here. His legs are non-existent. And Tony Ferguson's battered him on the ropes so the fight ends. He is gone. Let's go, Al Kakui. Tony Ferguson, come on. Unreal. He would have been absolutely fried if there was longer than 10 seconds left in that round. He literally... Cody hits him with a 1-2 and he starts dancing, man. Insane. My face is busted up. Huge end of the fight from Tony Ferguson. We see here in the replay, right hand, score on the chin. And Warren Spencer's legs are gone as Tony Ferguson unloads another combination on the ropes, hooks and uppercuts. Right hand, perfectly timed on the chin. Straight down the pipe as Warren Spencer through a hook. What a shot from Tony Ferguson. And he will win this one. Light work. No ball. I have a 5-0 to Ferguson. Could be 4-1, but the only close round was the one before that, round 4. Come on, Tony Ferguson, man. Yeah, Tony Ferguson dropped him and then like walked over. Was like just over the top of him, screaming in his face. In round 2. 2-fight win streak for the undisputed champion of Misfits, Tony Ferguson, and there he is as we hear the scorecard. And there it is. It is official. And the new Misfits boxing middleweight world champion, Al Kakui, Tony Ferguson. Unbelievable performance once again. What a fighter. 2-fight win streak now. What a year 2025 has been for Tony Ferguson. He is now officially the champion. Wonder who's next. Some big fights possibly. I want to hear him talk here, so 2 seconds. So very emotional post-fight speech for both fighters there. Tony Ferguson calls for or I think he said 50 grand. I don't know if that's what they do at Misfits. I think they do 5 grand. I think he just said bonus actually. For both fighters because it was a brilliant fight. Tony Ferguson is definitely, in my opinion, so far looking at performance of the night because that jab just couldn't miss. So yeah, and the new man, come on, what a fighter Tony Ferguson is, man. You gotta love to see it. 2 fight win streak now as well for Tony, and not even like a stoppage in the last one, and very very close to it. If there's another round left in that fight, another 10 seconds left potentially in that round, Warren Spencer doesn't get back up because his legs were completely gone. But the referee was looking for some violence in there tonight, anyways. So let's go. Make sure I got that right. And the new, what a performance! Yeah, go Tony Ferguson. Main event up next. We're gonna stick around for that. Should be a fun one. Honestly, I don't know what's gonna happen here. Obviously, Chase Demore is taking on Andrew Tate, former kickboxing world champion. Um, 2 fight win streak for Tony Ferguson. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know what to expect because Chase is huge, obviously size, height, weight, etc. Huge fighter, but skills wise hasn't really he's improved, but through the at the rate like he hasn't improved as much as you would maybe hope for the amount of time he's been doing it. And that's the thing, some people just aren't naturally born to be boxers to throw punches and stuff like that, and maybe they'll just never get that technique down. But he's made it work for himself and obviously becoming the Misfits heavyweight champion. And he's got some power. Look, I mean, he's brutally knocked out a few people now. Even landed a lot of ground and pound on one guy. That was still a boxing fight. So hopefully there's none of that tonight. But he is the champion. It obviously relies on that head movement a lot, so it's usually hands down for him. Head movement, damaged eye, and older, but we've seen a lot of footage. Even though it's not against the best competition, is sparring, he still looks able to do that sort of style with the head movement and stuff. But you're at huge risk in a fighter like Chase with the power he has. Even if he's gonna he may as well just tell you that he's gonna throw that right hand. You're gonna see it coming from a mile away. If somehow he lands it, huge power in it. But that is the thing for Chase as well. That Tate does have power. I'm pretty sure. I couldn't tell you before because everyone he's beat in these videos are 40-year-old, 50-year-old, retired people. That just get off their sofa and go, I'm going to fight Andrew Tate. He wants 100 people here for a video. And then they go and spar him in some balcony in some country. Like, he's got some top level sparring as well. He's fought quite a good kickboxer to get him prepared for this. That style of chase is unpredictable, and that's what can cause problems sometimes. Very interesting. Tony Ferguson, come on though. Back of the head, you ready for this? Right hand on your flipping ear, mate. Back of the head. Yapping like. This is the main event. It should be good. I mean, Tate. We'll keep the political side out of it and focus on his fighting style. Like I've said, there is a high chance that he could get caught. I don't think he will. I think he's too experienced. I think he's got too much skills for Chase Moore. Um, that experience, 75 fights, I think it was in kickboxing, and a world champion. It was ISKA, I'm pretty sure, and not Glory. So he wasn't fighting the likes of Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira, who I believe were around at his time, still in kickboxing. He never fought those type of people. So although he was world champion, he was world champion of kind of a certain organization, and it wasn't the main one. So it's hard to tell what that level really was. And a lot of the times you do see him sparring is, like I said, against people who look like they've just got up off the couch, don't really know how to throw a punch. Couch is a very American thing, but that's kind of who you usually hear saying this. And you know, like you can tell these people haven't trained. A lot of them are haven't been at that level. Kid shows confidence skills, chase the more man. He's the type of he's the type of person. I don't know, man. Maybe, just maybe. Hard hitting in those 10-ounce gloves. Who knows? But as we know, this is where everything goes away. This is where no matter what you have, whether it be your Bugatti or your houses or your chains, or whether it be Chase's Misfits belt and all the followers he has, there's only two people in that ring, two things in that ring, two fighters, two hands to be thrown. So yeah, we'll see. 20 Ferguson, man, what a win. Go set back of the head. Get up off the floor, man. So yeah, I'm not expecting this one to get necessarily competitive, but I think it might take Tate a round or two, maybe just to figure that style out of Chase, because it is very unpredictable and very like just not what you would see in on a day to day basis in your sparring. Even if you bring in people that are unpredictable, Tommy Fury thought he had it nailed by bringing in someone he thought had the same style as KSI. Then 100 amateur boxers around the country you can fight like you can. But then whenever they got into the ring, it was a different story, and Tommy Fury struggled a lot in that fight. My huge right hand from Tony Ferguson no to end that fight, man. I don't know how Warren Spencer didn't go down, man, because his legs just didn't exist. Like, fair enough. Kind of was down on the ropes, but just more is apparently not going to walk out for us here. What are we waiting for here? Well, here comes the champ walking first. Man, Tony Ferguson is serious in this, by the way. Like, takes punches, walks forward, lands his own, doesn't stop, very relentless, good, really, really, really sharp jab, really good power by the looks of it as well. I mean, was able to hurt and knock down Warren Spencer, hurt him multiple times, knocked him down once. Then was obviously able to stop Saul Poppy as well. But Andrew Tate is going to be making his way to the ring right now. Taking his time. Wonders he walking out to his wee TikTok added song. Yeah, so he is. He's done a remix and belted up. A lot of people come in for this one tonight. So, I mean, bigger numbers than last night, pretty much instantly. I mean, I was live last night for 4 hours. We're here for 35 minutes and, oh, mate. Yeah, and you can, like, I mean, you can see the views yourself. So, what we'd love to see. Yeah, was he trying to order a farm on this walk? I probably just walked to the ring. Sure, he's excited to be back because he has 4-time world champ on his thing. Walking towards the ring like a villain, taking up his role in what he was supposed to. Bro, Chase clips this guy. This would be one of the funniest upsets ever. Just in the just because like in general the way everything is built up. Like to be honest, like they call Andrew Tate the top G and about all the things he has in the 4-time kickboxing world champion. And I swear if Chase Demore is the guy to catch him, that would be just some some movie stuff like. But main event underway. If you're in here and you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. We've been here a lot recently. Uh, UFC 323. Obviously, we had Joshua versus Jack Paul last night. This tonight, and this I believe will close out the year. But we'll see. Just more could land here. Like I think he will, but we'll see. I think the first round of this fight will be very interesting. Be very telling to see how quickly Tate can figure out that style of Demore. Um, hopefully there is no problems with that eye because obviously any serious punch on it could cause serious harm. So hopefully it has actually fully healed because if he's made this decision to choose money over his eyesight, that wouldn't be good. I don't think he has. He might have enough money, but Demore's doing the bow and arrow thing here, which he also famously done after knocking someone out on Misfits and then ground and pounding them in a boxing fight. That is not a joke. You see here, Chase Demore 4-1 with 2 KOs. Um, I believe that one loss was to Alan Belcher, is it? Um, BKFC fighter, I think. So see what this is about. Get the ring introductions going down right now. Andrew Tate getting announced, looks ready to go, eager to go. Could be interesting this one, man. See, here it is, Andrew Tate's Misfits boxing debut. Obviously, as we all know, though, he's an experienced kickboxer, and I believe he's had a couple of MMA fights as well. Let's go, both fighters to the center of the ring, ready to go. Obviously, intense face off yesterday. Can't tell if Tate's smiling or breathing through his mouth. Face is locked in. And this is the it is, we're gonna say in a second actually, because I don't know. I think it's just 6 rounds. Here, 2 seconds. It is for the heavyweight title, so it might just be 5 actually. Yeah, so no, it is 6, right? So 1 of 6 rounds, 3-minute rounds. It's starting off with that double jab already. 4 punch combination from Tate with the right hands. Obviously, as we know, Chase Moore leans back with his chin in the air. Even now, when he's standing still, his chin's in the air. So this could end badly for him pretty quickly. Tate definitely looks smaller in there, just in terms of frame. Looks like skinnier, I would say, but obviously still built. What has happened? Okay, technical flipping difficulties. That ain't good. We're back. All right, Chase Moore still alive. Lands a nice right hand. Oh, Chase Moore's got like skin tight shorts. Don't know why he's done that, like, but with the kind of kickboxing style shorts from Andrew Tate with the fly gloves. Where I actually thought Chase was going to throw a flying knee there. 1-2 the body from Tate. I believe he's just waiting to land a big overhand on Chase, who just leans back. Like to see Chase go to the body. Tate's just pushing him back at the moment, though. Using that jab. Oop, what happened there? Right hand to the body from Tate. And again, he's landing that nice. Chase obviously jumps back, thinking a headshot's coming. Tate lands to the body. That's a sign of experience and fight IQ. He jabs to the body now. Lands a nice right hand in the clinch as well. Hugging him in there. Oh, he is gonna get surely he gets laid out cold. Like he's like, okay, fair enough. I think that's definitely 10-98. But like in the clinch and everything, man, this guy has his chin. Like you would swear he's like doing it on purpose. Like looking at the sky. Chin's that high in the air. So like I said, I do think that round one would just be like a figuring out type of round. So it will be very interesting to see when Tate decides to pull the trigger, because I feel like he could get the knockout here. Possibly. That chin of Chase Moore couldn't be any higher in the air, so we'll see. Chase Moore now fainting with that jab. I mean, Tate also, whenever you pressure Tate and Tate goes backwards, like I said, he has his shin in the air with that kind of hands down style. Relies a lot on his head movement. A nice right hand from Chase lands, flushing the chin. Tate lands with a right hook and a left hook upstairs. I know what sort of pose. Oh, huge body shot from Tate. Chase is getting distracted in there, man. You can't be talking to your corner or whoever's at ringside. Got Andrew Tate in front of you, man. You got to focus. They get it there. I mean, they're clinching a lot here. See, if Chase was literally smaller, he would have been starched. He would have been 4-0 at this weight class. His chin is that high in the air. Shot from from Chase as they close in. Right hand from misses from Chase. See, he just frames with his lead hand. Like if you just duck. I mean, counter right hand could be interesting for Chase because it's not really respecting his power as he kind of runs in and throws punches. Or what is Chase doing here? Hand fighting now. Jab from Chase. Right hand again from Chase. I mean, that is obviously the thing because of his height. Also grants him a long reach, and he was able to reach around that guard there and get a nice kind of right hook in. He goes for it again. Doesn't land with much power though. It's not really got much hip rotation. It's more of a kind of an arm punch. Jab to the body from Tate. Right hand to the body from Tate. Chase is just looking to smother the work right now of Tate and land as many long shots as he can. But it's not many landing as he misses another right hand there. And these guys may as well be wrestling each other in this round. Tate is holding that glove. Right hook though from Chase. Oh, overhand from Tate. Chase returns a right hand. Down goes Tate, but it was just kind of like a push. Imagine down goes Tate. Knocked down. Nah, man. Just a push. Alright, so I do think that might have just been another Tate round. I don't know. That could have went to Chase though. Close one, that one. Because it was more of like a scrap than a boxing fight, and that's where Chase can obviously implement his weird style. But let's go. Round 3, about to get underway. I feel like, why are we doing this? Back to the corner cam, like there's 10 seconds left, and then I restart the timer, and then the round has started. Alright, get out of the ring, mate. Time's up, like. Alright, round 3 underway. Chase coming out with that jab again. Jab to the body that time from Chase. Right hand miss from Chase. Body shots. This is what I was saying about Chase's kind of style being awkward. Very awkward for a fighter like Andrew Tate who's a counter puncher. It's easy for him to find holes maybe, but to get to those holes might be harder considering the angles and the punches that Chase is throwing at him aren't the normal punches someone would throw. And a nice jab lands from Chase there, although he gets hit with a hook. He had stabbed me not a happy with, by the way. Hook, check hook from Chase. every time, just a clinch. Jab from Chase. Right hook on the inside. Right hand from Chase. And again. Doubles that one up, and he landed those clean. We're in the clinch again. Uppercut from Chase and a couple of combination now. Couple of punches. Jab to the body from Tate, and Chase is just framing again. Got him in the corner. He should go for him here. Right hand from Chase. Left hook Chase. Uppercut Chase. Hook from Tate though, and a nice right hook though from Chase. Yo. I swear I'm not making this up. Right him back in the corner. That's crazy. Oh, that's gotta be a right hand from Tate right there. Jab from Chase. Right hand from Chase might have just missed. This is a very, very messy fight, but that does suit the style of Chase more than it suits the style of an Andrew Tate, who likes a cleaner, more counter-punching defensive fight. And a nice 1-2 from Chase now. Maybe inexperience, or not inexperience, inactivity coming into play for Andrew Tate. Chase More's putting it on him in the third round. Heavy breathing now from Tate by the looks of it, who does look a tiny bit slower in there, as he kind of just reached in with his hands. Big right hand from Chase misses, and a right hook, nice overhand from Tate, but it was kind of just a punch that flew up in the air. It wasn't a big like power punch. Tate looks tired, man. Round 3, Chase, definitely. Chase Demore has gone forward with no respect and is gaining a lot out of it. This could also be possibly 2-1 to him. The last one was close. Very interesting here as we get the 4th round underway, and Tate looked very tired to me going back to the corner in that round, so we'll see. Round 4 underway. Jab from Tate lands. 1-2, left hook from Chase. By the way, see when I shout these things, don't expect a perfect technique 1-2. Here comes the left hook. Like these are weird punches, man. This guy does not have the best technique in the world. Very sloppy. Very messy fight in the clinch, this one. Yo, this could be a generational upset. That'll be hilarious. Jab. Chase the more. Jab to the body from Tate. Both fighters working on the inside in that clinch. Overhand right from Tate, who's looking to clinch a lot. Blood on the nose of Chase the more. Oh, the bro just hugged him. That's crazy. Right hook from Chase misses. Oh, he's gonna lock down loading the ropes here. Why is this happening, man? Right hand from Chase. I wasn't talking about the fight there, by the way, when I said that. Chase lands an elbow there, kind of. Misses his right hook and lands an elbow. Every time they're just in the clinch. Chase or Tate is so gassed, man. It's crazy. You should go to the body as he's walking forward with his hands down now, which is stupid. Like, Chase misses with a jab. Lands an uppercut though. Bro, he literally fights like a penguin. He's in the movie Happy Feet, I think. Like, that's his footwork. Nice job from Tate right in the jaw. Footwork of a penguin. Like, get Adels in there, like whenever he's throwing an uppercut, like jab though. Chase. It's good it's not Chase the more versus Anthony Joshua. Tell you that. Dude, he might be winning this round. I can't even tell you. It's like so sloppy, but I think he is. Oh, he lands a nice uppercut there on the inside. Yeah, I mean, Comgy saying they're a good round for Chase the more, and I think I'm going to give him that round again. So it is 2-2, possibly 3-1. Imagine. I think Chase needs to win these next 2 rounds though to get seal the victory. Lands a really nice 1-2 there on the left hook. That was in a replay. Very interesting developments here. This would be a pretty big upset as we head into round 5. Now underway. Jab straight away from Chase, and we're straight back in the clinch. Very sloppy fight. Oh, Chase misses with a nice uppercut. That would have been good. Right hook on the inside from Chase. I mean, we're looking at a lot of clinch fighting here, which you maybe think Andrew Tate would have better experience in, but Chase is winning. He might be the stronger man in there. He's bigger, like. Oh, nice right hand from Chase. Tate is not got a lot of stamina left in this one. And you see the bruising around the eye for him. Oh, huge uppercut for Chase Demore. And Andrew Tate might be hurt here. And again from Chase. Andrew Tate might be hurt here. Can't tell what's happening because he's spinning in circles, trying to hold on. Uppercut again, misses from Chase, so he would have had to have landed that one on someone that was looking the other way because that shit was easy to see. He missed it. He goes to that again. Andrew Tate just ducks down under, which isn't really the play, but. Right hook, left hook from Chase. Cut over the eye of Tate as well, I think. I can't really see. Not very clean. Yeah, cut over the eye of Tate. And that looks bad. Right hand miss from Chase. This is insane. Uppercut. Bro, you landed that uppercut once. You gotta stop throwing it. You gotta stop doing that uppercut so much. Come on. That is a bad cut above the eye of Andrew Tate. And a huge uppercut lands for Chase Demore. Right hook now on the inside. Down goes Tate. And that one looked like it might have been from a punch. No, the referee doesn't give it. That cut is bad. A nice job. Right hook from Chase. And again, he is all over Andrew Tate here. Huge combinations now from Chase Demore. He needs to watch he doesn't get tired himself. But Andrew Tate is hard on the ropes. Both fighters clinch again. Uppercut, bro. You gotta. He doesn't understand to set up that uppercut firstly. Like, he's spamming it. It worked once and now he's spamming it, bro. You gotta allow it. You gotta throw something else at him so he doesn't expect the uppercut you've threw 13 times in a row. He's done it again. Uppercut, and now both fighters are gassed on the inside. Huge cut above the eye of Andrew Tate, though. Right hand miss from Chase, who's walking forward, and a right hook misses. 10 seconds left to go in this round. Overhand right misses from Chase. Right left hook lands though. Bro, you cannot tell what is happening in this fight. This is insane. This is definitely Chase Moore has won these last 3 rounds, I think. And it looks like he might go beyond to win this last one. This is an insane turnaround. Huge uppercut lands from Chase Moore, and that one spun Andrew Tate around. This is what inactivity could do to a fighter. But he also was never a boxer. As he's leant over in the corner with the cut over that right eye, that right eye, and some swelling underneath it for him. As the 6th and final round is about to get underway. Jab from Chase Moore to open up the round. Uppercut from Chase Moore. Right hand misses. Nice shot from Tate. But how much does he have left? He might need to win this round to even get a draw. Right hook from Chase again on the inside. And Tate backs up again onto the ropes as both fighters are in the clinch again. Uppercut, right hook from Chase. Like I said, these are like tapping shots, but I have to identify them. Don't take them as big, wind it up, good technique shots. Oh, huge uppercut from Chase. So that one was one of the ones he throws from his knee and just lands clean on the chin of Tate, who is now walking forward into the clinch. A generational upset, 2 minutes away from happening. Oh, jeebers. That was insane. Gee, I don't know what Chase... Like, there's no way in my mind Chase expects to land some of these punches. Like, what if I throw a right hand from 40 yards out? Will it land? Nice right hook from Tate, though. He needs to give it everything he's got in this last minute, 40 seconds, because he is down. Nice right hand from Chase Moore and an uppercut now on the inside. Tate's trying to defend. And they fall into the clinch again. Tate might have landed a nice shot on the way in there, but not much on it. Tate is stumbling around the ring. He is gassed. So is Chase Moore, but not as much as Tate, who's cut badly, swole badly, gassed, and hurt even in the last round. Swelling around both of the eyes of Andrew Tate. Nice right hook from him on the inside. Chase needs to land one more big one maybe, and if Chase ends this round doing what he's been doing with like a combination and a weird punch and they're in the clinch, he's won this round. Nice right hook from Tate. He's still winning this round maybe. It's closer this one though. But if there's a winner of this fight, it's definitely Chase Moore. I mean, no mark on his face. Doesn't look as tired. Andrew Tate is beaten up here. Right uppercut from Chase Moore. What a shot. Andrew Tate kind of stumbled over sideways and Chase just hit him perfectly in the side of the head with that shot. What can he do? 10 seconds left to go as he unloads a combination. Is he going to get anything? No, they're just going to wrestle to the end. And that is it. The fight is over. Andrew Tate does not look confident in victory. Swole around the left eye underneath. Swole on the right eye underneath. Cut over the right eye. And Chase Moore raises his hands in the air as surely he will remain the heavyweight champion of Misfits. No way. As we know, this has not been the plan for Misfits, but this may be the only option they have as Chase the more batters. And I mean, that cut is very bad over the eye. It does not look nice. Andrew Tate is very badly beaten, very badly damaged around the face. Sorry, I should probably stop saying beaten, but he is beat in my opinion. Chase the more looking to cause upset for the ages. And will he get it done? Official scorecards coming up now. Tate is damaged badly around those eyes. It's 3 in the morning local time. Waiting for the official scorecards here as both fighters stand in the center of the ring, also waiting. And here we go with the official scorecard. Oh my! Chase Demore defeats Andrew Tate via majority decision, 57-57, and then 58-56 on two of the scorecards. Andrew Tate is beaten by Chase Demore. That is crazy. Holy shit. Apologies for the language, but never doubt Chase Demore again. Unbelievable upset. He just ruined all the plans, all the storylines. CEO of Misfits, everything they had going for Andrew Tate, and Chase Demore beats him, but not only beats him, kind of batters him in there. Insane, insane stuff. Cannot believe that, man. Cannot believe it. I know I've got shouting a lot into here into the mic, so apologies, but that is insane. What is Tate gonna say? So Chase Demore calls for Tommy Fury after he gets his victory there. Insane. I cannot believe that. I actually can't believe that, man. I did not see that coming at all. A lot of damage to the face of Andrew Tate there, like he said. He is 40, he is 10 years removed from the game, but no excuses to be made. Look, I'm going to say it as is, no excuses to be made because he has posted all these sparring videos, he has posted all these things to suggest that he's still an active fighter, he's still able to beat anyone, he's still the best in the world. Not tonight. Not when he got in there with someone who was also prepared, also ready, also a good athlete, and albeit he was up at heavyweight, but not tonight, as Chase Demore puts a stop to the Andrew Tate train and calls out Tommy Fury as well after. Insane. Insane. Nobody seen that coming. You see the see the chat earlier on, Tate will not be bait. That is insane. No one seen that coming, man. Insane work from Chase Demore to get that victory. And he fought very well with that style. It's awkward and he done a lot of damage to Andrew Tate. Crazy, 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 crazy. But don't forget the undisputed middleweight champion, Tony Ferguson. Shout out. Goats come and go, but both stay afloat. And that is something as Tony Ferguson has certainly rose back out of that rough period towards the end of his UFC and MMA career to now be on a 2-fight winning streak. He's proved stay afloat. And yeah, what a fighter. What an upset from Chase Demore, though. Crazy. But Andrew Tate's style just didn't work for him at all in there tonight. Whenever someone went forward, was he able to keep up that pace and keep up that pressure? It just went out the window. There was no ability to land counter punches, and even coming forward, he never really done a lot of offensive work. A lot of it was in the clinch. So yeah, I don't know. What a victory for Chase Demore, and what a way to ruin the plans. Insane. Yeah. Jake Paul knocked out. Andrew Tate defeated by Chase Demore. I actually don't have anything against shit or Jake Paul to prefer, but that's more of a online consensus. What a victory! Tony Ferguson undefeated, undisputed middleweight champion. Unbelievable. Insane, man. All right, so that does bring me to the end. Unfortunately, I mean, I might just talk for a quick second because I have time. Um, about what could be next. Obviously, look, if Tommy Fury is not going to get a big payday in real professional boxing. Tommy Fury is not going to get those fights, that type of money ever again, unless he comes back over to Misfits. So the fact that the heavyweight champion of it has just called him out, and obviously that's a weight class above where Tommy usually is, but the fact that the heavyweight champion has just called him out, um, is a big opportunity and a big opportunity for a big payday for Tommy Fury. And I do expect him to jump at that opportunity if Mams Taylor is willing to give it, considering what happened last time with obviously Darren Till at the start of the year in January. But that is an insane upset right there. Um, just to like recap, it was just a lot of damage from Chase Moore. His style caused Andrew Tate a lot of problems, and they say styles make fights. And you look at fighters like Floyd Mayweather, who was some of the best defensive fighters ever. The fighters that give him more trouble was the type that just walked forward, kept going, was relentless with their punches. You look at that fight against the fights actually against Marks Madonna, and there's a reason why there was rematches there. You know, those fights caused defensive fighters trouble, and once again, that counter punching style of Tate caught out by the aggressiveness and the relentlessness of Chase Moore with his cardio, not his technique, not his IQ, not his level changes, not his feints, his cardio, his output, and just I don't know, determination, relentlessness, and seeing the fact that he won. I'll be honest, I didn't see it coming. No one seen it coming, and in fact, I'm pretty sure a lot of people who thought he would have got knocked out pretty bad in there, and I thought to see him the way he was walking forward with his chin in the air, but it works again. Maybe he's the Paddy the Baddy of Paddy Pimlet of Misfits. Chin doesn't matter where his chin is because it can be anywhere. Um, Scousers just don't get knocked out. Apparently, Chase Moore must have a bit of Scouse in him because I don't know how he hasn't been caught in the chin yet. So fair play to Chase Moore. What an upset! I mean, the plans and look at everything that's went into the promotion of this on that side. That video come out and it was like, oh, Andrew Tate is the new CEO of Misfits and KSI is fired and stuff like that, which obviously was just a storyline. KSI wasn't actually fired, as we seen recently announced. He was a huge part to play in the Misfits Pro Boxing division announcement with the new signing of Vidal Riley, the current British cruiserweight champion. Um, so that is that storyline down the drain. You can't have the CEO lose, can you? You know, to Jason Moore specifically, especially when you've built it up like that, and the top G who walks around with 50 people with him, and he has all these cars in the house, and kickboxing world champion, built up to be a tough guy, and he's just been talked out pretty easily, to be honest. Oh, what a shot there from Ben Williams! Missed that fight, unfortunately. Um, so in terms of what next for Andrew Tate, he did say he wants to come back. Um, you know, I don't really know what's next for him because there is no one really set. And you look at the lower weight classes where there's good challenges, like the likes of Warren Spencer, Nick LMO, Ben Williams, who have fought tonight. At heavyweight, it's not really like that at Misfits. There's kind of just fighters come in and out, and they can get big opponents in there. That was a huge uppercut twice from Chase. But it's more about who will they get for Tate, and obviously it'll be a big fight. But that loss in there tonight will not have helped. Um, I don't know. I really don't know what's next for Andrew Tate. Feel like he's signed probably to a multi-fight contract. They'll probably try and do something with him, and he will make a lot of money for them. But yeah, man, I don't know where you go next if you're him. Is there even a point of fighting? Who knows? Maybe just go and post another one of those all videos where you're like fighting 100 people who just got off the couch, as Americans say. But I don't really know. I really don't know what's next for Andrew Tate. I don't know where you really go from that because that was the big moment. That was the big fight. That was a heavyweight championship opportunity, and he got beat, and he got well beaten the other night. There's no need for a rematch unless that is the only other fight for Chase and Tommy Fury doesn't come along that weight class, and maybe that could be a thing. Tate talk about damage in there. Probably, needs to get used to the experience of being back in there again. So maybe that fight can happen. And Chase some more fights Tommy Fury, and then Andrew Tate can maybe get the winner of that, even if he's coming off a loss, but he could get a fight in between as well. That's the possibilities that I'm thinking for him. Um, Co-main event. Warren Spencer is a good competitive fighter, and he's a good part of Misfits. Whether he wins or loses, fights are always entertaining, and that's what Misfits are looking for. And he's obviously ready and willing to fight anyone because even he fought Dylan Dennis in MMA, probably full well knowing he was going to get choked, but he still went for it. So you gotta respect him, and I'm sure he'll be back soon. As well, and I think he's a stay at Misfits. I think they're going to keep him around. He's a good challenge for a lot of up and coming fighters, and obviously he lost the title fight in the other night, so there's still a lot of places to go for him in terms of he didn't lose a low level guy, so he'll be back. Um, the boat proving himself once again. Tony Ferguson, look, spectacular win in there for him today. Really showed levels in terms of just pressure, 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 pressure. I mean, he done it last time out against Saul Poppy, and it just builds and builds and builds. And look, Warren Spencer had a good fourth round, but in that fifth, Cody Ferguson took everything from him. Throughout the fight, overall, huge job. Job is a huge part of the game for Tony Ferguson. It pretty much like if you were to do copy box numbers on that, it probably landed like I'm saying like 80% of the time from what I seen. So that jab was extremely accurate, along with the right hand to follow behind it and a lot of the punches. And obviously he gets the knockdown in there. So he shows power along with that, and that style is dangerous, and anyone would struggle to figure that out because if you can't keep up with the chin of, or if you can't crack the chin of Tony Ferguson, which no one has yet in boxing, then you're not going to be able to stop that forward fighting, that pressure, that front foot pressure, to get a break, and then you just get drained and drained and drained, and then he hits hard on top of that. It's over. And you see that huge right hand at the end of that round, that last round where the legs just left Warren Spencer, and that was that. Um, he did survive the last 10 seconds on the ropes, but Tony Ferguson gets the decision victory and is the undisputed. We can finally say Tony Ferguson is the undisputed champion of Misfits after being the interim UFC champion for quite a while, and the interim Misfits champion. He is now undisputed and undefeated in there. So shout out Tony Ferguson. Always uh, very good to watch, very entertaining to watch. And yeah, shout out Tony Ferguson, Al Kukui. Um, Huge fights next for him, definitely, because he's a huge name. He's a solid test and can be put in there with some big names. And who knows, maybe Gibb will come back for him. I highly doubt it, though. I think Gibb is calm with where he's at right now. But yeah. Earlier on in the card, there was a couple of good fights. I'll be honest, I didn't really manage to catch a lot of them. So, a couple of good wins I did see from Amir Anderson, knocked out Joe Laws, and then you have Ben Williams in there as well. Landed, got a good win as well. Um, so yeah, great card there, Misfits Mania, and will be interesting to see big plans next year probably for them. It'll be interesting to see. Yeah. So that is it. I do believe we also have the ring card on December 27th. I do not know if I will be live for that or not. I highly doubt it. Um, at this point, obviously it's a very busy time period, and you know, I don't really know. I think that might end up on early. Depends, because I think it is called the Night of the Samurai, and usually cards. It's not. It's in Riyadh, but I don't know when that'll be on. If it's on later in the night, I will be going live. But if it's on early in the morning, this could be the last time I go live. So I do just want to say, um, huge thank you to everyone that has helped this year. I know I've done this already in my Marab live stream, but a huge thank you to everyone that has followed along this year. You know, it takes a lot of work to like get subs in this, and I've got 35 so far, and I started off doing edits, but I do want to go down this route of commentary. So you got to make of it what you can, but these live streams help a lot, prediction videos and stuff, and obviously people watching along can be done without them. Anyone that is watching along did subscribe, hugely appreciated. Um, in terms of overall, apart from YouTube, I've had, look, I'll be honest, I've had dreams come true this year at points, and some people like, obviously I only started this a year ago in the summer of 24. Very I mean, you get into it, and I was into it on Twitter, and it's still my like main platform. Then you have Instagram and TikTok, and you could see around the screen. You can go and follow them if you want. great content over there. I got in the April in April I got um an opportunity from a fighter as well as a promoter in Paddy McCrory cover his first show that I believe was called Showdown over at Hammer Boxing. And that really, in my opinion, changed the landscape for me because firstly it gave me the opportunity to start off in the media game, actually at events and actual real time reporting, but it also gave me a base to build on, something to keep building off, something to have. And once again, that led me to a huge opportunity along with Mark Dunlop. Um, I also covered his show. That was a great fight from the main eventer and a great fighter, solid fighter Colin Murphy, win the ABU silver title. Or you know those shows, I'm blessed to be given the opportunities because I'll be honest, at the time when I got the first Paddy McCrory and Hammer boxing show, I believe like there was like a huge thing on Twitter and I lost a lot of followers. I think it was a bot removal, and I think I've tried to keep an eye on that from then. Not that you buy followers on Twitter, but they just follow you and they're bots, and they get removed instantly. Or not instantly, they get removed after a while. So I'd lost like a lot of followers because obviously I didn't click on. I just started. Um, I got that opportunity anyways, and then I got the opportunity again on Fresh Blood, I believe it was, with Paddy McCrory and Hammer Boxing along with Conan Sports. Then that also led me into, I think it was like close the same week or close to anyways. Obviously the show with MHD Promotions, Mark Dunlop. Um, thank Huge thanks to obviously those guys and everyone involved over there. Two huge opportunities with something to build upon. Um, and then look, I mean, to get the opportunity to do media at the Wasserman Boxing Show, it was insane. Uh, yeah, that was mental. And obviously, the interview fighters like Dalton Smith and mainly Michael Conlon, that was insane. Um, yeah, that was insane. Yeah, that was crazy, man. Shout out to Michael Conlon and a huge 26 coming up for him as well. But to get those opportunities to interview some fighters that I've watched for a very long time, like Michael Conlon, he's really the biggest fighter in terms of he's one of the biggest fighters in Ireland overall. So get the opportunity to interview him, and he's someone that I've also, before it had met and talked to quite a bit, and so it was a it was insane to interview him and to like get that. Yeah, it was crazy, man. I don't even know how to describe that. So shout out to Michael Conlon as well. And yeah, obviously finished the year off with bragging rights in the Davenish once again. Lee Gormley and Theo Allen. What a fight. Irish title and the new Theo Allen. Go and check out that interview as well. So big year, but, and I say huge but, um, you best believe the 2026 is going to be even bigger and better over here at SCS Combat. You will not want to miss a thing. You know, when I first started off, I wasn't really doing as many interviews. Now I'm getting more into it. I'm going to look for some huge opportunities there. I am making something behind the scenes, which it's going to take a lot of time. It's going to take a lot of effort, but I believe will be enjoyed a lot by people who love boxing and especially old time boxing. It's by one of the all time greats, so that should be interesting. Then obviously, hopefully, some huge shows to come next year. There's rumors of Queensbury, coming over, and obviously the Wasserman again. That would be a pleasure once again to go and do media over there, and for Queensbury. Probably a huge year again for Lewis Crocker as well, the IBF world champion. Brings some huge nights to boxing as well up here, over here. So yeah, that is all. Um, what are we saying? That is all. It has been a huge year, Figure 26, they come, and yeah, that's it. Chase Moore causes an unbelievable upset and doesn't stop, but badly beats Andrew Tate. Shout out to anyone that's followed along. As we see here, Kieran in the chat, the number one fan. So yeah, shout out to him. Shout out to anyone's view tonight. 63 views. Good way to finish the year strong. So that's it. Let's go. As I said last night, whatever you want to do in life, go for it. Don't let anyone stop you. That's going to be the match day in the year. Shout out to anyone that's followed along the way. Let's go.